Ben, where's all the money gone?
Someone's had £4.5 on the Xdog at 10s, and we've laid an £8 bet on the $5 at 7.
Good man, great night.
Hi, I'm Jim Tate and welcome to the Xdog Racing Fanzine Show. The show where you are the stars. Well, it's the third show of 6 already. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's given us compliments, including a few people from RPG TV, which is really nice. So thank you all for your compliments. Okay, so as we always start off, we will start off by saying congratulations to last week's winners. And last week it was Nick Brereton and Chris Lloyd who won, and both of those got £25 worth of 24 Dogs vouchers each. Can one of them win again? Could Vicky, our previous and first winner, win? Or could it be somebody else? Well, we will see. Okay, most people will know now how to play, but for those that don't, here is a quick video to show you how you can join in. Okay, well, we'll have the video in a second, but basically you need to make sure you're on Facebook. You put on the tips on the R38 competitions. So here's that video just to show you in full. How do you join in and play? Basically, go onto Facebook. Type in Xdog Racing, then go to the post that says R38 competition, and you put your selections into the comments, and that's it. You're now a member. We want you to join in more, so what we want you to do is to send us in videos. Now we've got 3 types of videos. The first one is where you say who's going to win for each race, for races 3 to 8. Second one is the daily double, where you pick your 2 best bets of the night from the R38. And the third one is just basically a video telling us what you're up to next week. Where are you? Where you got dogs? What dogs have you got? Do you think they've got a chance? Have you got like a competition that you're in? Or are you doing a charity event? Basically, we want 3 of those videos, and if you can do all of them, great. These videos, they only need to be around about 30 seconds long. What I need you to do is to obviously look into the camera, speak clearly, so you actually do it in landscape view. So if you hold your phone up like that and record it that way, then that will be perfect. Once you've done that, what we need you to do is to send your videos to xdogracing@gmail.com or send them to me by PM privately on Facebook. And also throughout the show, we take it in emails. So if you want to email us some questions, then we'll actually answer them for you. Again, what you need to do is just send your email to xdogracing@gmail.com. If you are emailing in your videos, if you can, you know how, please can you transfer it in via what's called WeTransfer, which is basically on wetransfer.com. Please make sure you join in. Remember, the videos need to be with us by 3 PM and your selections need to be with us by 4 PM. We look forward to seeing you as the stars of the show. Okay, Xdoggers, that's how you join in. It's nice and easy. Okay, now we have to say a big thank you to our sponsors, 24 Dogs. So let's have a word from them.
Hello. 24 Dogs are proud to be sponsors of the Xdogs Racing Fanzine Show, which will be covering races 3 to 8 tonight at Poole. 24 Dogs is a betting website completely dedicated and exclusive to off-track tote betting on all UK greyhound races. And to encourage you to sample 24 Dogs during this series of live racing coverage from Paul, we're offering an exclusive sign-up bonus of bet £10 and get £25 in free bets. The sign-up process is both quick and simple. In fact, you can start right now by going to www.24dogs.com and clicking on the yellow Create Account button. It's a fact that the tote pays on average 60% more than the bookmakers when it comes to betting with the tote. And on forecasts and tricasts, it can be a lot higher. Surely another great reason for giving them a try tonight. Just open the account with a £10 initial investment, and when these funds are bet on any tote bet, win or lose, you'll get £25 added to your account. It's as simple as that. And you don't have to bet big either. Tote exactas and trifectas start at just 50p and £1 for win and place bets. For example, picking 3 dogs to finish first or second in an exacta, or first, second and third in a trifecta, can pay huge dividends for the small stake of just £3. I'll be highlighting during the show tonight how the tote payouts are comparing with those of the bookmakers, and Jim will be giving you his selections throughout the evening. But more importantly, the best selections will be coming from you, the viewers, and to see who comes out the winner in this evening's competition. Oh, and I forgot to mention that 24 Dogs will also be giving the winner of each week's competition £50 in free bets. So do sign up and join in what should be an enjoyable, entertaining and hopefully profitable night for us all. And remember, whatever you're on, be on the tote. Jim.
Okay, a big thank you again to 24 Dogs for donating the £50 winning prize. Now, just to clarify, that Xdog voucher has now changed. So it's, if you put £10 in, you win £20. So if you put £10 in, you win £20. So that's a fantastic deal. So please get down to 24 Dogs and sign up. Okay, so we have 25 players today, so thank you everybody for joining in, and let's get this show started. So you are the stars of the show, so let's see what some of your doubles are tonight. Okay, so your doubles, remember to put your stars next to your selections for your doubles so that we know what they are. So let's have a look at the doubles for tonight, and first it is Jonathan Newman. Jonathan, what's your daily double?
So for my daily double, we've gone for, in the 712, Trap 1 Ballyoak Nelson, and in the 802, Trap 2 Cush Echo. Both have got decent chances. Both should be, around the 3 to 1 mark. So if they can double up, be nice. Have a good weekend and a good week ahead, folks. Be lucky.
Be lucky to you too. Also, Jonathan, so all the best with your daily double. So let's go to our next video star, which is Karen Johnson. Karen, what's your daily double?
My double for this evening at Pool is race 4, trap 3, Isaiah, and race 6, trap 3, Tim or Pearl.
Okay, thank you very much, Karen. So all the very best to you, and be lucky with your daily double. Right, we're going to see now what the winners of last week's show are on in terms of their double. So let's go with Nick. So, Nick's daily double, he's got down in race 5, trap 2, his first part of the double. And in race 7, also trap 2. So, Nick Brereton, last week's joint winner, is on race 5, trap 2, and race 7, trap 2. Also, we had Chris Lloyd, who won jointly with Nick. So let's see what Nick has decided to have as his double. So Chris's double is in race 3, trap 1. And in race 4, he's gone for trap 6. So Chris Lloyd's daily double is race 3, trap 1, and race 4, trap 6. So the very best of luck to our video stars and last week's winners with their doubles. So let's have a little look at my double. And Jim's double for today is in race 6, trap 3, Timor Pearl. I chose this greyhound as well last week, and hoping it can do one better and get us a win today. And my second part of my double is in race 8, trap 1, Lady Victorian. Didn't have the best of starts last week, so hoping Lady Victorian will get out today and win. So my double is race 6, trap 3, Timor Pearl. And race 8, trap 1, Lady Victorian. So let's have a look at what you voted for the club double bet. And the Xdog club double bet starts off also with race 6, trap 3, Timor Pearl. So very popular, that selection. And the second part of the Xdog Racing Club Bet is race 7, trap 1, Alton Jetta. So the club double, Xbeg club double is race 6, trap 3, Timor Pearl, and race 7, trap 1, Alton Jetta. So let's have a little look at some stats now, some basic stats, and let's start off with the hot trainers. And the stats are now from the 2020. And we've got Paul Atwater, who has got a winning percentage rate of 43%. So certainly one to look out for. Mark Fisher, he's got a 40% strike rate. So again, fantastic stats for Paul and for Mark. Just behind them is David Lewis on 36%. John Campbell on 33% and Stephen Pilgrim on 31%. So they are your top hot trainers to look out for tonight when selecting your picks. So let's move on to the trainers with the most wins in 2020. And as we can see at the top, it is DN Lewis, and he has 5 wins so far this year. Stephen Pilgrim is on 4, Karen Donington on 4, PR Chatfield is on 3, along with GC Wright, Paul Atwater, David Daw, WJ Black, DG Mitchell and D.O. Pierce. So that is our trainers hot list and winners for you. So now let's have a look at some trap stats. Okay, so this year, looking at the traps, we can see that trap 5 is actually the best trap so far this year, with 23%. So that's a very good strike rate for trap 5. Something to look for if you are into your trap stats. And on trap 1, you've actually got 19.8% strike rate. Trap 2 is quite low, to be honest, and that's on 10.3%. Trap 3 is 13.6. Trap 4 is 19.4. As we said, trap 5 is 23%. And trap 6 is 16.4%. Now, for those traps that have had a favourite in them, trap 1 has got a 33.3% strike rate for favourites. Trap 2, again, is a little lower than the average, and that's just on a 20% strike rate. Trap 3, well, that's got a 50% strike rate with favourites in the trap. But it is trap 4 that has got a 66.7% strike rate. So trap 4, if there's any favourites in there tonight, it's well worth having a little look at. As is trap 5 on 57.1%. So trap 4 and 5 does look like it is the 2 traps to look at for those that like the trap favourites. And trap 6 is 28.6%. So those are your trap stats. Let's see if we've got some emails in. So, Professor X, do we have any emails in today?
Yeah, Jim, we have. First one's come in from Stuart. He likes the show. He says it's great. What's the video about that you're talking about, what you're up to next week? He doesn't really understand it because he says some of it's personal.
Okay, first of all, Stuart, thank you for emailing in, and thank you for your compliments there. Yeah, basically what it is, it's a video that we want to put out there that gives you the chance to promote yourselves, to let us know where you're going to watch the dogs. If you are a kennel hand, where you're going to be. Do you have any fates or charities that are going on? So basically, it's an opportunity for you guys to get yourself out there to our crowd and show and tell us what you're up to. So that's all it is. Yeah, just tell us what you're up to. People can join in and, you know, to basically promote yourself. So thank you, Stuart. Professor X, have we got any others?
Yeah, Gary's dropped a line and saying he enjoys the show. But do you think you'll ever get down and doing the show live from the track at Poole?
Okay, thank you very much, Gary. Well, this is a series of 6 shows, so in the first 6 we won't be going to the track. But what we're going to do is we're going to assess situations, see how we've done, ask for things that you want, like being on the track. And it's certainly something we could do, but obviously we need to make sure that logistically we can do that. But it's certainly something we'd like to do, I think, long term. So watch this space. Okay, any more, Professor X?
Yeah, there's one here from Paul. He said, did you used to work at Toaster, Jim? And yeah, keep up the good work. He likes the show. Very good.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. And yes, I did work at Toaster. I worked there for about 3 or 4 years. The last year being obviously full time. And really enjoyed it. I was very, very sad for what happened and obviously losing my job. But it's very good news that they are coming back. And although I've not been offered any work there, I'll still be going there to watch. So I do love me Toaster, so I'll certainly be there. So yes, Paul, I did work there. And if you go in there when it reopens in April, I believe, then I will see you there, hopefully in Trap 9. Right, we've got time for one more, Professor X.
Yes, finally, Chris. How long's Xdog racing been going? Can you fill him in?
Okay, so I first started the Xdog racing when I was at Toaster. It basically developed from the Toaster fanzine group where we set up a Sniffs and Stars competition, and that was very successful. And what I wanted to do then was to basically make it go further and go to other tracks as well as Toaster. So we did that, let's say about 4 years ago now, and it's been very successful. And as you can see, we went from competitions to now a show. I don't think there's any other tipster group out there that's got their own show. So we've done pretty well. So yeah, the answer is around about 4 years. Okay, well that's all our emails for now. And what we'll do now is we'll look at the runners then for race 3. Okay, so in race 3, the 1837 is a 250 metre race. And in Trap 1, we have Flame Gun for Dave Gallimore, and that is 32.9 kilograms. Crossfield Ivy for Patrick Godfrey is in Trap 2, and that's 25.9 kilograms. Trap 3, Distance City for Mark Y, and that is 32.7 kilograms. Trap 4 is Penny's Tuk Tuk for John Grant, and that's 28.4 kilograms. Trap 5, Res Temple Doob for Graham Wright, and that is 30.5 kilograms. And in Trap 6, we've got Paper Lace for Jennifer Sims, and that's 28.8 kilograms. So there is your runners for race 3. So it's time for the stars of the show again to let us know what they think's going to win in race 3. So let's start with Jonathan. Jonathan Newman, what wins race 3?
Syndicate. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Jim's asked me to do some tips, so here's the first one. In the 637 trap 3, Distant City. It's going to be a bit of an outsider, a bit of value today. Thought we'd go for a bit of an outsider. It's got the fastest time. I know it was a trial, but it's down in grade today, so worth a go. Be lucky.
Okay, be lucky, Jonathan. And trap 3, Distant City, was also something that I sort of picked out as well to have a good chance as an outsider. So any of you are looking to get an outsider, and Distant City, chosen by Jonathan and by myself, could be something to take a little tipple with. So good luck, Jonathan, on that anyway. And next we have Karen Johnson. So Karen, what wins race 3?
In race 3, my selection is trap 1, Flame Gun. I think I might be alone on my choice with this dog tonight, but it ran a good time last time out, and even with the upgrade to A3, I'm hoping it's going to be one of the first out of the traps and be a hot shot for me tonight.
Okay, Karen, good luck, and let's hope it is a hot shot for you. Don't worry, you're not alone, because I am also on trap 1 Flame Gun. So you're not on your own there, Karen. Okay, so let's now see what last week's winners are on in race 3. So Nick Brereton. Nick Brereton is on trap 4, which is Penny's Tuck Tuck. And Chris Lloyd is on trap 1 also, Flame Gun, and this is the first of his doubles. So the very best of luck to you, Chris. So there are all our videos and last week's winners selections. So now let's move on to see what you all voted for in race 3. Yeah, we're just after the voting screen. This is the R38 selections for race 3. So in a minute, here we go, brilliant. Okay, so as you can see, it is trap 2, Crossfield Ivy, which is the most selected one from you guys out there, the Xdoggers. And going down the card, Flame Gun has got 4 votes, Crossfield Ivy 9, as we said. Distant City, the outsider that myself and Jonathan sort of picked out there, has got 6 votes. Trap 4, Penny's Tuck Tuck, has got 5 votes. Ross Temple Doob has got 1. And Paper Lace has got 0. So it is Crossfield Ivy. That is the club bet for race 3. So let's have a look at what you all individually selected. Okay, and just have a look from the top. We've got Chick Thompson, he's on trap 5. Pamega on trap 4, along with Nick Brereton. Stuart Cartmill is on trap 4. Steve Carell's on 4. Chris Dubb is on 4. 24 Dogs is on trap 3. And Alan Latham is on trap 3 with Tim, Andy Mullen, Jonathan Newman, Leroy Mount, and Professor X. So those are all your listed individual selections there. So the very best of luck to you with that. Okay, let's now go to the stats screen. And for those of you who have not picked your greyhounds just yet, then we want to just show you some stats that will help you make your choice. So we believe that the early pace is going to come from trap 3 and 5, which is Distant City and Ross Temple Doob. The fastest recent sort of time is from 3 and 4, and that does give us a star timers bet of trap 3 Distant City. So a few interesting facts. Trap 3 and 4 have been downgraded. Trap 1 won last time out and has been upgraded for it. Trap 6 was second last time out in this grade. Now there are no actual hot trainers in this race, and no hot trainers to give out there. And in terms of selections, Jim is on 1, 3 and 5. So I'm on Flame Gun. Hopefully, I think that will break out and get to the fourth bend and look to hold on. So trap 1 Flame Gun is for me, and 135 in the forecasts and tricasts. 24 Dogs, they've gone 3, 4, 5, so they've gone for Distant City. So very best of luck to 24 Dogs. And the Xdog Club selection, as we mentioned, was trap 2 Crossfield Ivy, and you guys have gone for 2, 3 and 4 in the Xdog Club selection. So hopefully we'll be able to go to the track very soon and have a look what's going on and see any prices. Okay, so we're at the track and there is some prices, and just down the card we've got trap 1, which is 15 to 4. Trap 2 is 9 to 4. Trap 3 is 11 to 8. Trap 4 is 9 to 4. Trap 5 is 25 to 1, so a big price there at the moment on the tote for that one. And trap 6 is 5 to 2. So it is trap 3 Distant City that actually at the moment on the tote is the favourite, which is a surprise because myself and Jonathan as well said that we thought that would be a bit of an outsider long shot, but clearly people have seen the stats, and it does have very good stats. It's the quickest dog, it's the quickest out the traps, it's downgraded. It's got to have a very good chance. So can our video star Jonathan Newman pull that one out of the bag along with the other 5 people who are on it? So go more new prices here, and go on the card. It's 9 to 2. And as we can see now, the dogs are parading, and they're making their way down there. There's Giles, the starter. Nice bloke. We were happy enough to meet Giles a few weeks ago when we went down. So good luck to you, Giles, with your starting. And we can see they're now parading, and they'll shortly be at the turning point where they show themselves to the camera and then turn around. Now don't forget to get your bets on at 24dogs.com. So get down to 24dogs.com, choose the appropriate race and the dog that you have selected, and we wish you the very best of luck. Now don't forget, if you haven't joined, then they still have an offer on of where you bet £10 and you will win. Sorry, and you'll get a £20 bet. So £10 laid on a bet and you will get £20. So just a reminder of the forecast and tricasts. If you haven't chosen yourself and want to follow us, I'm on 135. And the Xdog Racing Club is on 2, 3 and 4. So for me, 1, 3 and 5, 2, 3 and 4 for the Xdog Racing Club. Right, so here's the latest prices. So down the card, 9 to 2, trap 1. Trap 2, 9 to 4. Trap 3 has gone out to 15 to 8 now. And it is trap 4 that has gone favourite. Penny's Tuck on 13 to 8. Trap 5 has gone out to 30 to 1, so if you do fancy that, it looks to be a good place bet availability on that one, and that's 30 to 1. And trap 6 is 5 to 2, fourth favourite even, sorry. So trap 4, Penny's Tuck 13 to 8, is a favourite from Distant City, 15 to 8. Trap 2 is 9 to 4, Crossfield Ivy, and then trap 6, 5 to 2. So the dogs are now loading. Don't forget to 24dogs.com to get your last minute bets on. And we will be starting very shortly.
Sorry.
So just taking the coats off. Giving them the last rub down. Getting them ready for the race. So whatever you're on, guys, the very best of luck and be lucky to you. And the starter's going around the front. And he's going to check them over. And he looks happy and he waves his flag. And the hare is on the move. And they're off, and it's trap 4 that leads from trap 3 and 5 and 1. So they're going to the first bend. It's trap 3, Distant City, that takes the lead. Okay, down the back straight, it is trap 3, Distant City, that's been chased down by 1 and 2. But it is trap 3 going into penultimate bend. That's just starting to pull away slightly. 1 stays on the rail. 2 just behind it. 3 Distant City leads and wins. 3, 2 and 1 by the looks of it. So 3, 2 and 1. But we will await the confirmation. But I believe it was trap 3, Distant City, that won. So well done to Jonathan Newman, our video star, who picked out trap 3. And kind of well done to me, because I had a funny feeling that it could win, but I didn't pick it in the end, so I should have kept to what I thought. But certainly well done to Jonathan Newman and all of you who also were on trap 3, Distant City. Distant City won for Mark White and owner Mr. P. Smith. So very impressive there. He broke from the start and was always leading. Never really looked like it was getting caught. And from the third penultimate bend, looked like he actually was going to start stretching the lead. But won very nicely. I do think too, Crossfield Ivy, which is the selections from the Xdog Racing Club, was second. And mine and Karen Johnson, video star, I think was third. Flame Gun, chap 1. So I'm just waiting for the official results. Hopefully we'll get that soon. But as you can see there's a picture of Distant City, our winner in race 3 of the R38 competition. Okay, here's a replay, and as you can see, 3 just managed to get up on the inside of 4, and that was just enough to get it out in the lead. Trap 1 was there and thereabouts, and 2 was starting to gain some distance. But as you can see, 3 from here always looked solid and favourite to win. And it went on and won by probably about 2 lengths there from the 2 that just beat the 1. So the result is 3, 2 and 1. And we're just going to wait for, hopefully, the tote dividends to come in. Just wait for the tote dividends to come in. And then we'll move on to see who boomed. As we said, Distant City, it was the fastest dog out the traps. The dog with the fastest recent time. It came down a grade. It was all showing and all there to see for us to pick, but not everyone did. But as you can see here again, got out rather nicely. 4 got out nicely too, and it was just the fact that 3 was on the inside that he managed to just get around that bend in the lead and just forced 4 to go a little bit wider there. 1 was very close there with 2 following the 1, but the 3 again looked very strong and showed a good middle pace there, and coming round that final bend never looked like it was going to lose, and it probably stretched out to 2 lengths there from trap 2. So a little slow on giving us the results, but we will get them hopefully very soon. Okay, here we go, and it was first trap 3, Distant City, that paid a nice £4.30 in the end. Place was £1.35. Second was trap 2, Crossfield Ivy, and that paid out £1.10. And third was trap 1, Flame Gun. The forecast was 3-2, and that paid out a very nice £20.80. And look at this, the trio, 3, 2 and 1. If you were on that, that would have paid out £130. So well done there if you were on that. Now, in terms of the forecast, if you did follow the Xdog Club 3 selection and done an always forecast, you would have won there, and you would have won £20.80. So well done to the Xdog Club, and your bet didn't pick the winner, but you got a £20.80 forecast. Now, the winning time was 27.29. So just to say the result again before we go to the boom screen. First was trap 3, Distance City, £4.30, place £1.35. Second was Crossfield Ivy, £1.10. Third was Flame Gun. The forecast was £20.80. The trio 321 was £130, and the winning time was 27.29. So let's see who boomed. Boom to 24 Dogs, Alan Latham, Tim Liggins, Andy Mullen. Video star Jonathan Newman, Leroy Mel, and Professor X. So the very well done to all of you, and a big boom to our winners who were on trap 3, Distance City. So let's see how that affects the leaderboard. And for some reason we've got Chick Thompson there in 21st position at the top, but it is in fact 24 Dogs, Alan Latham, Tim Liggins, Andy Mullen, Jonathan Newman, Leroy Mill, and Professor X, who are our leaders, all on 5 points. So well done to you guys. And at the bottom there is 8 people on 0 points, but it's early days and there's a long way to go. But well done to those in first place, and good luck to you for the rest of it. See if you can hold on. We shall see. Right, that's great. So let's now move on to the runners for race 4. And race 4, it's the 1855. It's a 450 metre race. And down the card, trap 1 is Arthur My Son for David Dodd, and that's 28.1 kilograms. Trap 2 is Ballyoak Wilmer for Karen Donington, 27.7 kilograms. Trap 3 is Isaiah for Mark White, 31.7 kilograms. Trap 4 is Red Hills Maple for Merv Brown, 26.2 kilograms. Trap 5 is Devil's Abbey for Stephen Pilgrim, 26.3 kilograms. And in trap 6 it is Spot on Storm for Karen Doddington. So those are your runners. So let's go to the stars of the show again and see who they think is going to win in race 4. And let's start with Jonathan Newman. So Jonathan Newman, what wins race 4?
Hi, Jonathan again from the Toe Stars. 6:55, trap 2, Ballyoak Wilmer. This is a sprint race. It's a lot of seconds recently over 4 bends, so they're reverting to sprints to try and sharpen them up, I reckon. So I reckon trap 2 in the 6:55, Ballyoak Wilmer. Be lucky.
Okay, thank you very much, Jonathan. And Jonathan goes for trap 2, Ballyoak Wilmer. And as he said, not really run in a sprint recently, so this could be a race to freshen her up. So we will see. So anyway, trap 2, Ballyoak Wilmer is for Jonathan Newman. So, Karen Johnson, what wins race 4?
My selection for race 4 is trap 3 with the unpronounceable name of Isaiah. This dog is usually fast away from the traps, and it has the fastest time out of the 6. It was second last time out, so it's been knocking on the door. Come on, trap 3, be lucky.
Come on, trap 3, says Karen Johnson. So the very best of luck to you, Karen. Trap 3 and Isaiah. So I hope, like yourself, we pronounced that right. So let's see what our winners of last week's show think. And Nick Brereton. He's gone for trap 6, Spot on Storm in the 4th race. And Chris Lloyd. He's also gone for trap 6, Spot on Storm. And he makes this his second pick for his double. So good luck, Chris, with your double with trap 6, Spot on Storm. So there are our videos and last week's winners. And we're going to now look at how you all voted in race 4. So let's look at the vote screen. Lovely, and trap 1, Arthur My Son, got 2 votes. Ballyoak Wilmer, that was selected by Jonathan, has got 6 votes. Video Star, Karen Johnson, selected trap 3, and 9 of you have gone for that greyhound. Trap 4 is Red Hills Maple. That has got no votes in this race. And trap 5 is Devil's Abbey with 2 votes. And finally, trap 6 is Spot on Storm, that is picked out by both Nick and Chris, last week's winners. But as you can see, it is actually trap 3, Isaiah, that is the most voted for greyhound in this race. So it is the Xdog selection for race 4 is trap 3, Isaiah. Okay, now let's have a look at what you've all selected individually. And you'll see there, for some reason again, we've got Chick Thompson at the top when he's down in the bottom. But you will see this shows the full leaderboard. So if you didn't see yourself in the official leaderboard there, you'll see yourself in full here. And you can see at the top, 24 Dogs, they've gone for trap 3. Alan Latham, he's gone for trap 2. Tim Liggins and Andy Mullen has gone for trap 6, whilst Jonathan Norman has gone for trap 2. Lee Rymel, trap 3, and Professor X has gone for trap 6. And at the bottom, Chick Thompson has gone for trap 3, along with Stuart Cartmill. Nick Brereton, he's on trap 6, as we mentioned. James Bell, he hasn't selected by the looks of it. So those are our individual selections. So the very best of luck to you all, and be lucky. So let's have a look at the start screens for race 4. So we are thinking that the early pace will come from traps 2 and 4, Ballyoak Wilmer and Red Hills Maple. The greyhounds with the fastest recent times is Spot on Storm. That has done a 15:44 in a qualifying. And Devil's Abbey, that's done a 15:56 in a D3. There's no star timer bet in this one, so no star timer bet. Interesting facts. Well, trap 4 is looking for its first win there. Red Hills Maple. But by the sounds of your voting, you don't think it's going to do it. So we will see. But the best of luck to it. See if he, or she, sorry, can get her first win. So we've got a hot trainer in this race, and it is Stephen Pilgrim, and he's with trap 5, Devil's Abbey. So if you are into your hot trainers, then trap 5, Stephen Pilgrim is the one for you select. So looking at the tipsters, and we can see I have gone for trap 6, Spot on Storm, along with Nick and Chris. And I've gone for a 6, 3 and 5 forecast tricast combinations. 24 Dogs, they've gone for Isaiah, and they've selected a 3, 6 and 1. And you guys, the Xdog Club, selected 3, 6 and 2. So you've also gone Four Eyes here. So that's our stats. So let's now get down to the track. And as we can see, they are now parading and making their way up towards the finishing post and the turning point. Now don't forget to get your bets on at 24dogs.com. Go down to 24dogs.com, click on the race, click on your selection, put in your amount, and you're on. And don't forget to have a go on the forecasts and tricasts. They do pay out rather nicely. And don't forget, if you haven't joined, so make sure you join 24 Dogs. And if you put a £10 bet on, you will get £20 in free bets. So thank you, 24 Dogs, for that. So the last one, Spot on Storm, has now gone in the parading bit, and very shortly, in fact now, they're going to make their way round to the start section. And we have some prices, predicted tote prices, and go down the card. Trap 1 is 6 to 1, Trap 2 is 13 to 8, Trap 3 is 7 to 4, Trap 4 is 5 to 1, Trap 5 is 9 to 1, and Trap 6 is 13 to 8. So, Traps 2, 3 and 6, very, very close in the betting, not too much in it. But it is Traps 2 and 6 who are currently our favourites. Bullyoak, Wilmer and Spot on Storm. And they are the dogs that both myself and the Xdog Club have selected. And Jonathan Newman selected the 2, and Nick and Chris the 6. So quite an important race by the looks of it in terms of the Arthur 8 competition. And this is leg 4 of it. Very shortly we will be going to see the dogs. There they are. And they're just getting a little warm up. And we've still got 5 minutes. No, we haven't. So we've only got a few minutes left now till they start. And they're just getting the last warm-ups. So as we said, 2 and 6 were 13 to 8 favourites. And just last bit, so I'm on 6, 3 and 5. You guys, the Xdog Club, are on 3, 6 and 2. So get down and get your bets on to 24 Dogs. And have a little go maybe on the TriCast and forecasts. Certainly 6-3 seems to be very popular amongst yourself and myself. Okay, and they're just having the coats taken off, and last minute rub just to make sure they're all stretched off and ready. And it is Trap 2, Bullyoak, Wilmer, and Trap 6, Spot on Storm. That are your favourites for race 4. 6 for me, and 3 for the Xdog Racing Club. 2 for Jonathan, 3 for Karen, 6 for Nick and Chris. But whatever you're on, the very best of luck, and be lucky to you all. And Giles is about to walk round to the front and check the dogs out. And he seems happy, and he waves the flag. The hare is running. And it's Trap 2, Bullyoak, Wilmer, that pops out rather nicely from 1, 3 and 6. And going round that bend, it is Trap 2, a good 3 or 4 lengths now ahead. So Trap 2 easily going to win, and looks like 2 and 3 may have battled for the minors, but it is Trap 2 that wins. Bullyoak, Wilmer. Bullyoak, Wilmer for Karen Doddington. And Jonathan Newman, our video star. That's 2 wins out of 2 for you, Jonathan. So well done. Very impressive. So we're just going to show the replay. And we'll see very shortly how well Bullyoak Wilmer pops out. Look at this. Flies out the traps with 1 and 3 and 6 looming on the outside. But trap 2, Ballyoak Wilmer, turns into the final bend, way ahead, and wins by a good 3 or 4 lengths. And it looks like 1 and 3 were battling for second and third. But trap 6 also looked like it was catching up there. So we'll wait and see and get the official result. And it does look like it's 2, 1 and 3, the result. So 6 did well, it battled on, but didn't quite manage to get into second or third. But 2, 1, 3 is your result. So look at this, trap 2 flies out the traps. I've not seen a ground trap that well for a long time, particularly in the sprint. But look at it, good 3, 4 lengths from Arthur Myson and Isaiah. Isaiah, popular bet amongst the Xdoggers. But sadly, that's no wins for me or the Xdog club bet, and no tri-casts. And we look like we have the result in, and it is first trap 2, Ballyoak Wilmer, and that paid £1.55. Places was £1.05. Second was trap 1, Arthur Myson, and trap 3 is Isaiah. Now they've just gone back to watch another replay. I think they're very impressed, the VT guys, with trap 2 Ballyoak Wilmer's trapping ability. They've shown it again. As you can see, that one really nicely. And yeah, I think that's certainly freshened her up to maybe go back into the A world, but you never know. They might keep her in the sprints with a win like that. And here is the official result and prices. So first is trap 2, Ballyoak Wilmer, paid £1.55. Places £1.05. Second was trap 1, Arthur Myson, and that paid £1. And third was trap 3, Isaiah. The forecast 2 and 1, that paid £10.80. And the trio was 2, 1 and 3. And that paid £31.70. And we're just there we go. And yeah, so first Ballyoak Wilmer win £1.55, place £1.05. Second, Arthur Myson, trap 1, £1. Third, Isaiah, trap 3. Forecast was 10.80, trio was 31.70, and the winning time was 15.20. So that was your result, and very soon, and we're hoping to get the boom screen and the leaderboard up for after race 3. And there's a boom. It's Alan, Jonathan, Chris, Liam, Teresa, Chris Dove. So well done to you. You were all on trap 2. So Alan, Jonathan, Chris, Liam, Teresa, and Chris, a big boom to you, and well done. So let's see how that affects the leaderboard. Okay, we seem to have a bit of a problem with the top one, so apologies for that. So ignore 624 dogs. But it is first my mate Alan Latham, the Xdog host, who is on 10 points, and he's in joint lead with Jonathan Newman, who is also on 10 points. So well done to Alan and Jonathan, who lead after race 4. Chris Allworth from 24 Dogs. Well done, buddy. You are in third, along with Liam Aspin and Teresa Stafford. You're all on 8 points, so well done to you. In 6, equal, is Chris Dove, Tim Liggins, Andy Merlin, and Leroy Mel, and you are all on 5 points. So that's the top 10. Let's have a look at the bottom 10. And in 19th is Karen Johnson, along with Chris Lloyd, last week's joint winner, myself. And in 22nd is all on 0 points, Pamega, Chowdhury Arsan, Chris Ashcroft, James Bell, Nick Brereton, last week's joint winner, Stuart Cardmill, Chowdhury Arsan. So that is our leaderboard. So congratulations to Alan and Jonathan, who are top, and lead from Chris, Liam and Teresa, who is joint third. So let's go and look at race 5 then, and have a look at the greyhounds that are running. And it is race 5. It's the 1912. It's a 450 metre race. Down the card we have Trap 1, Ballio Nelson for Joe Burridge. And that's 34.7 kilograms. Trap 2 is Ranger Rocks for Jennifer Sims. And it's 34.3 kilograms. Trap 3, She's a Charmer for David Mitchell, and she's 27.8 kilograms. Trap 4 is Canter Money for David Dorr, and 32.2 kilograms. Trap 5 is Shelley B for Paul Atwater, and that's 25.3 kilograms. And in Trap 6 is Dairy Hill Croft for Stephen Pilgrim. And he's at 33.3 kilograms. So those are your runners for race 5, the third race, and in the Xdog Racing R38 competition. So let's now have a look at the stars of the show, you guys, and see what you think's going to win race 5. So Jonathan Newman we'll start with. Jonathan, what wins race 5?
The third of Jim's races is the 712. I've gone for another Ballyoak Nelson this time, Trap 1. It's won 2 of its last 3, so it's clearly in good form. Worth a punt tonight. Be lucky.
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. And he says Trap 1 is worth a punt. Ballyoak Nelson. And he picked that last time as well. So maybe it can do the double for Jonathan. So the very best of luck to you, Jonathan, with Trap 1. Ballyoak Nelson. Karen Johnson, what wins race 5?
My selection for race 5 is Trap 2, Ranger Rocks. Last time out, this dog got crowded on the first bend, but still managed to get in second position. Fingers crossed he'll have a clear run tonight and rock up in first position.
Okay, Karen says, watch Trap 2. It's going to rock up. And Trap 2 is Ranger Rock. So the very best of luck to you, Karen Johnson. So last week's winners, let's see what they're on. So Nick Brereton. And Nick is on Trap 2 also, Ranger Rocks. And this is the first of his doubles. So the very best of luck to you, Nick, with Trap 2, Ranger Rocks. And Chris Lloyd. And Chris Lloyd, also our joint winner last week. He's on Trap 3, which is She's a Charmer. So the very best of luck to you, Chris, on Trap 3, She's a Charmer. So there are our video stars and last week's winners. And now let's have a look how you voted in race 5. So down the card, Trap 1, Ballyoak Nelson. He got 4 votes. Trap 2, Ranger Rocks, has got 9 votes. Trap 3, She's a Charmer, has got 8 votes. Canter Money, 2 votes. And Shelley B and Dairy Hill Croft both have 1 vote. So Ranger Rocks has got the most votes in this race, race 5, by you guys, the Xdog Club. So Trap 2, Ranger Rocks, is the Xdog Racing Club bet in race 5. So the best of luck to you all on that. So let's have a look now how you voted individually. There we go. It looks like we've got the leaderboard in the correct order almost. But certainly at the top we have, and Alan Latham and Jonathan Newman, they're in the lead at the moment. Alan has gone for trap 2, Ranger Rocks. So it seems to be a popular bet. And Jonathan Newman has gone for trap 1, Balio Nelson. Chris Aldworth has gone for trap 2. Liam Aspin has gone for trap 2. Teresa Stafford, she's gone for trap 3. So good luck, Teresa. And at the bottom, we have got Stuart Cartmill, who's looking for a win on trap 4. Nick Brereton on trap 2. Pamega trap 2. Jim Tate on trap 3. Chris Lloyd trap 3. And Karen Johnson on trap 2. So there is your full leaderboard there and your selections for race 5. So the very best of luck to you all, and be lucky. So let's now have a look, for those of you who have not picked them yet, some stats, and see what you think of the stats and maybe make your selections from them. We shall see. And the early pace we're expecting to come from 3 and 6. The fastest recent time, that is 6 and 1. And that gives us a star timer, which is Dairy Hill Croft. Dairy Hill Croft won last time out in an A4 and has been upgraded. Beat Honeygar Zoe and looks to be in some good form. Quickest time and quickest out of traps. So second quickest out of traps. So it's gonna have a good break and hopefully be hold on, according to the star timers. So in terms of stats, only trap 2 has not been upgraded in this range, which is a rarity. So if you like your upgraded dogs, then you've got quite a few to choose from there. And trap 2, Ranger Rocks, was second time out, just a short head to Note We Quote, and that was in an A3. So we've got 2 hot trainers in this race, and we've got trap 5, Paul Atwater, and he is with trap 5, Shelley B. And trap 6, Stephen Pilgrim. He's with Dairy Hill Croft. So it could be a trainer 5-6 win bet or reverse forecast for those of you who like to follow the hot trainers at Pool. Okay, in terms of selections then, I've gone for trap 3, She's a Charmer. And I've gone for a 3, 6 and 1 in my forecast TriCast combinations. 24 Dogs, they've also gone for trap 3, but they've gone for 3, 2 and 1. So a reverse dusty bin there for 24 Dogs. And you guys, the Xdog Club, you've selected trap 2, Ranger Rocks, to be your club bet for this race. And 2, 3 and 1 is your forecasts and TriCast selection. So Jim 361, 24 Dogs 321, Xdog Club selection on 2, 3 and 1. So hopefully we'll be going to the track very soon, but in the meantime we'll just have a look again, and the prices here are now in. So early prices, predicted tote prices are in trap 1 13 to 4. Trap 2, 7 to 4. Trap 3, She's a Charmer, is the evens favourite. Trap 4 is 8 to 1. Trap 5 is 15 to 4. And trap 6 is 6 to 1. So it is trap 3, She's a Charmer, that is the current favourite. She is the quickest dog out. Looks to have a good draw and fairly progressive as well. It's not got the fastest time, but that doesn't mean anything when you've got a quick dog that traps. It can hold on. So we'll see if she does. So trap 3, She's a Charmer, is our favourite at the moment on the tote. So as you can see, they are now parading and they're showing themselves off in front of the camera. And there's trap 5, Shelley B. Got to pull that water. And trap 6, Dairy Hill Croft, which is the star timer bet. So as they turn around to make their way back towards the traps, don't forget to get down to 24dogs.com and pick the race and then make your selection. And don't forget to put your forecast and tricasts on. We've had some fairly good prices, particularly in the tricasts. I think there was 130 to 1 before, so very good. And we had an Xdog club forecasting earlier as well, so they're good bets to follow. So prices again, trap 1 is 13 to 4, trap 2 is 7 to 4. The favourite is still trap 3, yeah, She's a Charmer, evens. Trap 4 is 8 to 1, trap 5 is 15 to 4. So they're going behind the traps for race 5, the third race of the R38 competition. And they're just taking the coats off now. Just a reminder, I'm on 3-6-1 combination, and Xdog Club, you guys, you're on trap 2, Arrange Your Rocks, with a 2-3-1 combination. Last few seconds to get your bets on at 24dogs.com, don't forget. And don't forget to join if you haven't already. You must join to be able to win the £50 voucher, so make sure you're on. If you put £10 on, you get a £20 bet. So they're going into the traps. And the Canons are now almost all walking away. Just 1 or 2 there. Yeah, they're going round. And Giles now comes round the front to check the dogs out. And he looks happy, and Giles waves his flag. So the very best of luck to you guys. And the hair is moving. And they're off, and it is trap 6 and 5 on the outside that take the early lead with the 3 on the inside. And going round the first bend, it is trap 6, Dairy Hill Croft, the star timer bet that wins, winning from 3. So going to put all to a bend, it is 6, 3 and 5. And trap 6 looks to be a good 2 or 3 lengths here, and is going to storm down this front and win rather easy, I think, here. And it looks like it's going to be 6, 5 and 2. So 6, 5 and 2. So the favourite is well beaten there. And Dairy Hill Croft, the star bet, has won. So well done. And hopefully some of you picked the star bet. The star timer bet. Trap 6, Dairy Hill Croft. So we didn't win for myself or the Xdog and didn't get the forecasts in. But if you were following the trainers, you got the reverse forecast in 6 and 5 with Paul Atwater and Stephen Pilgrim. And here's a replay, and you can see 6 and 5 get out really nicely, with 6 getting a good lead. 5 was slightly bumped there going round in, but recovered really well. And 6 battles on down that back straight from 3 at this point, but 5 definitely starts to make a comeback here and gets a little closer. But 6 looks to have the stamina and hold on. And 6 wins by 3 or 4 lengths there from 5. And it looks like 2 or 3, but I think it's 2. And yes, you can see the result is 6, 5 and 2. So well done to Dairy Hill Croft for Stephen Pilgrim. Our star timer bets. So hopefully some of you were on. And if you were following the trainers, then you would have won a reverse forecast with 6 and 5. So we eagerly await the prices and find out what you would have won.
No way. Sorry.
So we're just waiting for the prices to officially come in and we'll announce it. But the result was 6, 5 and 2. Dairy Hillcroft, Stephen Pilgrim. So here's the view from there. Okay, so look at this. First was Trap 6, Dairy Hillcroft, our star timer bet, and it paid out a whopping £7.85. Place was £2.45. Second was Trap 5, Shelley B, and that paid £3.95. And third was the popular Trap 2, Ranger Rocks. The forecast, well, that paid a really nice £30.70. So if you were following the trainers, then you'll be smiling and very happy with a £30.70 forecast. The trio wasn't won in this race, so £12.21 is carried forward to race 6. And the winning time, that was £27.45. So just go through that again. First was Trap 6, Dairy Hillcroft, £7.85. Place £2.45. Second was Trap 5, Shelley B, place £3.95. And third, Trap 2, Ranger Rocks. Forecast £30.70. And the trio wasn't won and will be carried forward. Winning time £27.45. So now let's see who boomed. And we say a big boom to Chris Dove and Professor X. Well done, Chris, and also well done to Professor X for pulling that one out of the bag. £7 odd as the winner, so well done, guys. Congratulations to you, and I hope you are picking up your winnings, and I hope you're also on your reverse forecast if you picked the winner. If you was, well, you'd be laughing. I'm very happy. So let's see how that has affected the leaderboards after race 5. And it is Alan Latham now who is in the clear lead with 11 points. So well done, Alan. Alan is our leader and he's 11 points after race 5. Well done to Chris Dove and Jonathan Newman and Professor X. That win has brought you right up there now and has given you 10 points. 24 Dogs is Chris Aldworth and Liam Aspin. He's on 9 points. Teresa Stafford, she's on 8 points. Vicky Coombs, well done Vicky. You've now pulled up to 8th with 6 points. And 24 Dogs and Tim Liggins are in 9th on 5 points. The bottom 10, well, in 19th is Karen Karen on 2 points. And we've got Pam, Chris, Jim and Chick Thompson just on the 1 point. And in last positions is Chowdhury, Hassan, Chris Ashcroft, James Bell, Nick Brereton and Chowdhury Hassan on 0 points. But we are halfway through and we've still got plenty to play for. But a big boom and well done and congratulations to Alan Latham who is winning after race 5. So at this point in the night, after race 5, we start to look at the price comparisons. And we go over to Tim Liggins, who is our statsman, and who will give us an update on the prices.
Jim, you're doing well. You flattered us, Jim. We're waiting for the results of the SP in race 3 for some reason. Okay. But give us a little while, maybe come back for the next race.
Yeah, we'll come back then.
Because it's looking very promising, I have to say.
Yep, great stuff. Well, we'll come back to you in a minute, Tim, when we're ready. So let's move on then, and we'll have a look at the runners for race 6. And we'll come back, as we said, to Tim when we've got all the prices in. And when we've got them, we'll be able to do the comparisons. So race 6, and that's the 7:29. It's a 450 metre race, and in trap 1 we have JJ's Emerald for Joe Burridge. Weight 23.2 kilograms. Trap 2 is Ballyoak Bart, and that's Joe Burridge, 33.8 kilograms. Trap 3 is Timor Pearl for Karen Doddington, just 22.9 kilograms. Trap 4, Penny's Unicorn for John Grant, 27.1 kilograms. Trap 5 is Unknown Molly for Graham Wright, that's 25.9 kilograms. And in Trap 6, Springwell Murty, and that's 32.7 kilograms. So Trap 1, JJ's Emerald. Trap 2, Ballyoak Bart. Trap 3, Timor Pearl. Trap 4, Penny's Unicorn. Trap 5, Unknown Molly. And Trap 6, Springwell Murty. So let's go to the stars of the shows again for race 6 and see what you guys think's going to win. So start off with Jonathan. Jonathan, what wins race 6?
Decent race, this one at the 7:29. A lot of nice dogs in this, which is good. Trap 4, Penny's Unicorn. They always say never better against a bitch in the form. She's won 3 on the trot. There's one at Sheffield last night that won 3 on the trot, and she made it 4. I reckon this one can as well. Penny's Unicorn. Be lucky.
Okay, thank you very much. Penny's Unicorn, as Jonathan says, she's in form. Looking for a 4th win in a row, which will be amazing if she can do it. So, the very best of luck to Penny's Unicorn and to Jonathan. So, Karen Johnson, what wins race 6?
My selection for race 6 is Trap 3, Timor Pearl. This was one of my selections last week. She's got good early pace and has been second in her last 3 times out. So come on, Timor Pearl. I'll ask once again, be a diamond tonight and be first past the post.
Thank you, Karen. Timor Pearl. Can you be the diamond for Karen and win tonight in race 6? So the very best of luck to you, Karen, on Trap 3, Timor Pearl. So let's see what last week's winners think's going to win this race. And we'll start with Nick Breton. And Nick's on Trap 2, Ballyoak Bart. So good luck to you, Nick Breton, on Trap 2. Chris Lloyd is on Trap 3, and that's Ballyoak Bart. So Ballyoak Bart for Chris Lloyd. So that is all of the stars telling us what they think's going to win. So let's have a look how you all voted. And we can see quite clearly here Timor Pearl. He's on 13 votes. Timor Pearl was the first of my double, the first of the Xdog Racing double as well. So Trap 3, Timor Pearl, 13 votes, very popular amongst myself and you guys, the Xdoggers. And of course, Karen and Chris has also gone for Trap 3. So down the card, Trap 1 then's got 2 votes. Trap 2, Ballyoak Bart's got 4 votes. Trap 3, Timor Pearl, 13 votes. Trap 4, Penny's Unicorn has got just 2 votes. Surprising with 4. And Trap 5 is Unknown Molly. And Trap 6 with 4 is... Trap 6, with 4. So let's have a look at what you all voted for individually. And at the top we can see Alan Latham has gone for Trap 3. Chris Dove, he's gone for Trap 1, JJ's Emerald. Jonathan Newman, gone for Trap 4 as we said, Penny's Unicorn. Professor X has gone for Trap 3, Timor Pearl. Liam Aspin has gone for Trap 2. Teresa Stafford has gone for Trap 6. And Vicky Gomes, Trap 1. And at the bottom, Nick Brereton, he's gone for Trap 2. Chick Thompson, Trap 3. Along with Jim Tate, Chris Lloyd, Pam Ager. and Karen Johnson. So those are your top and bottom selections, but of course there is all of your selections, and of course that's the full leaderboard if you want to have a quick look at where you are in the table. So here we go. Here are the comparison stats on the prices, and I'm going to hand over to Stato Tim, who will go through that with you.
Yeah, thanks, Jim, for that. I was getting all excited after race 3 and 4, and then blow me, there was a carry forward. So that sort of gives the effect that the bookmakers sort of beat us. But obviously, there's a lot of money in that pool that's now rolling over to race 6. So anybody that fancies trifectas, you've got more money to be playing for in that one. But generally speaking, it's not looking too bad so far. The wins are pretty par, and but I'm looking for the trifectas, and hopefully that after the 6 races we can do lots of trifecta boomings. But back to you, Jim, because they're being paraded now.
Thank you very much, Tim. So there's your things there. If we can have a very quick look at the stats screen, just very quick look. And as you can see, early paces are 3 and 5, fast times 2 and 6, and there's no start time. Trap 4 and 5 is upgraded after wins. Trap 5 has the second quickest break, and I do find that when a dog goes up a grade and it's still the quickest breaker or second quickest breaker, they've got a good chance. There's no hot trainers for this, and Jim is on 352. Tim or Pole. 24 Dogs is on 326. Tim or Pole. And Xdog Club Selection 362. So there's your stats. A bit quick, sorry, but they are paraded, so we'll go back to the track and have a look at the greyhounds parading. And they are at the traps. They're just behind them. They're getting their coats off. And getting the last little warm up before we start race 6. The 4th race of the R38 competition. Plenty to play for still at the top and at the bottom. And Alan Latham is at the top at the moment, so well done, Alan. Let's see if Alan's still at the top after race 6. So the dogs are now going in. They're going in the traps, and in a second Giles, the starter, will walk round. And here he goes. He's going round the front. He's checking them out, and he waves his flag. And the very best of luck to you all. Be lucky. The hare is on the move. And it's trap 4 and 1 on the inside that take the early lead. Going to first bend. So round that first bend, it is trap 1, JJ's Emerald, who leads from 2 and 6. So down the back straight, it is 1, 2, 6. 1 about a length ahead of 2, which looks like it's a possibility of it catching up. So round the penultimate bend, it's 1, 2 and 6. 1 is just ahead by about a length, so it's 1, 2, ballot for the end. Oh, that looked very close. I think 1 has just held on from 2, but we will see. I think that's definitely a replay required, but 1 and 2 went over that line very closely together, and I think it's going to be a replay for us to work this out. Look like 1 maybe just from 2, but the angle could be deceiving. But here's a replay, and hopefully you'll be able to work it out. And as we can see, 1 and 4 break rather nicely. 1 gets the inside and takes the early lead. 2 pops up round with 6. Get down the back straight. You can see trap 1 is about 2 lengths, but he's closed down very quickly by the 2. And going around that penultimate bend is only about half a length behind. They straighten up. 1 looks strong, but look at 2. He does come back. But it looks like 1 there from 2 for me. So 1, 2, and I think it's 6 in third. So we await the official result, but I think it's 1, 2 and 6. If it is one the winner, then that's JJ's Emerald. And we see there we've got 1, 2 and 6 is your result. So 1, 2 and 6 is your result. So there is the result. First is trap 1, JJ's Emerald. Paid £6.05. So another good price there, if you found that. Second was the popular Ballyoak Bar, £2.95. And third was trap 6, Springwell Murty. So 1, 2 and 6. The forecast paid a really nice £74.30 with 1, 2 forecast. And the trio, again, that was not one. So we've got money going forward. And that's £27 and 6 pence. Winning time is 27:46. I can't hear. Okay, so it was 1, 2 and 6, and the forecast was 1, 2, which paid out £74 and 30 pence. And as we said, the trio, that is £27 and 6 pence, being carried forward to race 7. So let's see who boomed in race 6. And the boom goes to Chris Dove and Vicky Coombs. So well done to the both of you. And that paid out really nicely. So I'm hoping you may have put that bet on there and got a nice price. But a big boom again to Chris Dove and Vicky Coombs, the only two who won in race 6. And let's see how that has affected the leaderboard. And we seem to be having problems again, unfortunately, with the first line. But it is Chris Dove who is in first place. So well done, Chris. You're now in first place on 15 points. In second is Liam Aspin. Well done, Liam. You are in second with 12 points. That win has moved Vicky Coombs up into third, along with leader Alan Latham, who's just dropped down to third, but it's still very close. Jonathan Newman and Professor X, you are on 10 points. Chris Aldworth and Teresa, you're in 7th on 9 points. Tim Liggins is in 9th with 8 points, and Leroy Mel is in 10th with 6 points. At the bottom, Karen Johnson is on 2 points. Then you've got Pam, Stuart, Chris, me, Chick, all on 1 point. And at the bottom, we've got Chowdhury Hassan, Chris Ashcroft, James Bell, Chowdhury Hassan again, but so he's only there once. But you guys are at the bottom at the moment with 2 races to go and holding the rest of us up. So hopefully you'll get some winners in the last 2 races and move yourself up. So again, well done, Chris Dove. You are in the lead after race 6, the 4th race in the R38 leaderboard competition. And Liam Aspin is second, with Alan and Vicky Coombs, our previous winner in the first competition, both on 11 points. So that's the leaderboard, and now let's move on to race 7 and look at the runners of race 7. And it's race 7. It's the 746, and it is a 250 metre race, not a 450 metre as it says on there. It's a 250 metre race. It's a D1. And in trap 1 is Alton Jetta. Alton Jetta for Graham Wright, 31.3 kilograms. Trap 2, Kimpton Charlie for Joe Burridge, 31.9 kilograms. Trap 3 is Bramblecombe Duke, Jennifer Sims, 31 kilograms. Trap 4 is Go Fast Pearl for Merv Brown on 27.5 kilograms. Trap 5, Mingler's Curra, Karen Dodderton, 33 kilograms. And trap 6 is Arthur Peanut for Patrick Godfrey on 26 kilograms. So there are your runners. So let's go back to our stars of the show and find out what they think is going to win in race 7. And race 7, we start off with Jonathan Newman. So Jonathan, what wins race 7?
The 746 was a bit of a pin job, very difficult race this one. So I've gone for trap 1, Alton Jetta. Don't ask me why, just had a good feeling about this. Got the inside trap, as good as any. Be lucky.
Okay, so Jonathan's gone for trap 1 with a pin job, but I think you got a good pin there because it's got a very good chance, trap 1. So very best of luck to you, Jonathan. So we move on to Karen Johnson. Karen Johnson, what wins race 7?
My selection for race 7 is trap 1, Alton Jetta. This dog has a good history of running 250 metres and has the fastest time at D1. It's been in the top 3 in its last 6 races out and has every chance of jetting to the line.
Okay, thank you very much to Karen, and let's hope it uses its Jetstream power to power into the lead and win for you. So that is Jonathan and Karen, both on trap 1, Alton Jetta. So let's have a look at what our winners of last week's show are on. We start off with Nick Breton. Nick Breton says trap 2. Kimpton Charlie's going to win today, and he's got that down as part of his double. So the very best of luck to you, Nick. And Chris Lloyd, our other joint winner last week, he's also on trap 1, Alton Jetta. So Alton Jetta seems to be the popular choice amongst our video stars and last week's winners. So best of luck to you guys in race 7. So let's now see how you voted. And look at this, Alton Jetta. That's in trap 1 and has received 16 of the 25 selections tonight. So trap 1 is definitely our Xdog club bet for race 7. Trap 2, Kimpton Charlie, well that got 5 votes. Bramble Come Shoot got 0 votes. Go Fast Pearl got 2. Mingler's Curra got 1. And Arthur Peanut got 1 vote. So it is Alton Jetta. It's the club bet with 16 votes. So best of luck to you guys. So that's how you voted collectively, and let's have a look at how you selected individually. And as you can see, Christoph is at the top. He is on trap 4, Go Fast Pearl. Liam Aspin, he's on trap 2, Kimpton Charlie. Alan Latham, he's on trap 1, Alton Jetta, currently in 3rd place. Along with Vicky Coombs in 3rd place. And Vicky is going for trap 6, Arthur Peanut. Jonathan Newman and Professor X, they're both in 5th, and they've both gone for trap 1, Alton Jetta. So Alton Jetta looks to be the big pick on race 7. At the bottom, James Bell is on 0 points. He's gone for 0 there, looking at this, not sure why. And also we've got Jim Chris, last week's winner, and Stuart Cartmill. They're all on just 1 point, and they're all on trap 1, Alton Jetta as well. So Alton Jetta, trap 1, a very popular choice amongst all you Xdoggers. So good luck to you. So let's have a little look at the stats for race 7. For those of you who haven't made your selection minds up yet. And we expect the early pace to come from 2 and 4, Kimpton Charlie and Go Fast Pearl. The fastest recent time has come from trap 1, Alton Jetta, along with trap 5, Mingler's Curra. So there is no star timer bet in this one, so no star timer. Trap 3 and trap 5 have been upgraded. And trap 2, Kimpton Charlie, has won a D1 recently. So if it can bring that form into the D1, then it's going to have a very good chance. So yeah, Kimpton Charlie, a winner of a D1 recently. So there are no hot trainers, I'm afraid, in this race. So no hot trainers. And in terms of selection, it looks like a full house here. Look at this. Jim has gone 1, 2, 4. 24 Dogs has gone 1, 2, 4. And you guys, the Xdog Club selection has gone 1, 2, 4. Surely this means a little trip down to 24dogs.com to put on a reverse tricast or forecast. Not too often we get everyone on 1, 2, 4 together. So it's got to be worth a little 50p always maybe on it, or maybe more, but 50p always on 1, 2 and 4. So that is your stats. So we'll now go down to the track and see some prices. And we have trap 1, Alton Jetta. Is the evens favourite currently on the tote. Kimpton Charlie is just on 7 to 4. So Kimpton Charlie 7 to 4. Bamblecom Duke 5 to 2 in trap 3. Trap 4, Go Fast Pearl 11 to 2. We don't seem to have a price at all on trap 5, so I don't think anything's gone down on it. So that's a rarity, but yeah, trap 5, no price on there. And trap 6 is Arthur Peanut. So let's go and have a look at the dogs parading on track. And there they are, with Giles leading them out. And they're making their way to, I think, what I'm going to call the posing area, where the dogs pose in front of the camera. And there's Alton Jetta, followed by Kimpton Charlie. Bramblecombe Duke. Trap 4, Go Fast Pearl. Trap 5, Mingler's Coa. And finally, trap 6, Arthur Peanuts. So they make their way towards the sprint boxes, and don't forget to get down to 24 Dogs and make your selections. Get on to 24dogs.com, choose the race, choose your selection, put on your amount, and then press enter, and there's your bet. And don't forget, we have a 1, 2, 4 Xdog full house, possible reverse forecast or reverse tricasts. So just down the card one more time, Alton Jetta 10 to 9, Kimpton Charlie 6 to 4. Bramblecombe Duke 3 to 1. Go Fast Pearl 11 to 2. Mingler's Coa now has a price of 50 to 1. So if you fancy that, that could be a good price for you. And trap 6, Arthur Peanut, is 3 to 1. So that's the prices, and very shortly we'll go down to the track. As you can see, they're making their way over. They're not too far off the traps now. And it is Alton Jetta. That is the favourite at the moment at evens. And it's just gone out now to 11 to 8. So 11 to 8 is Alton Jetta. Trap 2, Kimpton Charlie is 7 to 4. Bramblecombe Duke is 13 to 4. Go Fast Pearl 9 to 2. Mingler's Coa, well, that's now got a bit of money and gone down to 10 to 1. And Arthur Peanut is 11 to 4. So our favourite is trap 1, Alton Jetta, selected by pretty much everybody. And there's a few of you who haven't, so good luck to you if you haven't. I know our winner from last week, Nick, he's on trap 2, Kimpton Charlie. So the best of luck to everybody and whatever you're on. Be lucky, guys. So let's have a look at the track. They look like they're going to be loaded in very shortly. The coats are coming off. Don't forget to get down 24 Dogs and get your last second bets on. Remember the 1, 2, 4 reverse forecast tricast could be on with full house Xdog full house selections. First time I think that has happened. So we'll see how successful that is. But best of luck to you, to whatever you are on. So they're being loaded in now. And they're shutting the doors. And they're now walking off. And Giles is now walking around the front to check them out, to make sure they're okay. And Giles is happy and waves his flag. Be lucky, everyone. The hare is on the move. And the traps are up, and it's trap 3 and 2 that seem to lead. And going to the first bend, it's trap 2. Kimpton Charlie leads from 1 and 3. And down the straight, 2 has got about a 1.5 length lead and wins. 2 wins from 1. So trap 2 wins with Alton Jetta second. And I think we'll need to see the replay to see what was third. But very impressive run there from Kimpton Charlie and Nick Britton. Well done. Your double bet came in there for Kimpton Charlie. So we need to see a replay. So let's have a look at that replay. And you can see 2 and 3 get out more or less together with 6 on the outside. But it is 2 that gets on the inside and gets away from the 3. And builds up, I believe, with 1 coming up on the inside. But it goes a little wide. And 2 ends up winning very nicely from 1. Looks like 3 in third, but we await the confirmation. So Alton Jetta and Kimpton Charlie were our first 2. If you were on the bets, then you would have got a reverse forecast in. So well done to myself and to the Xdog Club forecast. So first is trap 2, Kimpton Charlie, and that paid £1.95 with a place of £1.25. Second was Alton Jetta, the Xdog and my selection, popular selection. But that comes second, and that got a £1.30 in a place. And third was Bramble Calm Duke. Forecast 2 and 1 was £5.80. And the trio was 213, and that paid £58.50. Winning time was 15:13, so pretty decent time there at D1. So just last confirmation again. First was trap 2, Kimpton Charlie, £1.95, place £1.25. Second, Alton Jetta, paid £1.30. And third was Bramblecombe Duke. Forecast 2 and 1 was £5.80. The trio 213 was 58.50, and the winning time was 15:13. So importantly, after race 7, let's see who boomed. Boom! 2, Liam Aspin, Pam Ager, Chick Thompson, Nick Brereton. And Liam Aspin, Pam Ager, Chick Thompson, Nick Brereton. Big boom to you, and well done winning with trap 2, Kimpton Charlie. So let's see that and how it affects the leaderboard. And we have a new leader. And that new leader is Liam Aspin, who is on 17 points. So well done, Liam, going into the last leg of the R38 in the lead. Just ahead of Chris Duff, who's on 15 points. Alan Latham, he's on 14 points. Jonathan Newman, along with Professor X, is on 13 points. Chris Aldworth, 12 points, along with Teresa Stafford. Vicky Coombs, she's now in 8th with Tim Liggins on 11 points. And Gary Watmore, he's creeped up into 10th with 9 points. At the bottom, in 15th, is Chick Thompson with 6 points. Karen Johnson and Andy Mullen are in 20th with 5 points. Stuart Cartmill, Chris Lloyd and Jim Tate all moved up slightly and gone into 22nd with 4 points. And at the bottom, it is Steve Carell, who is on 3 points. So, it is the last race of the R38 competition, and it's Liam Aspin who leads from Chris Dove and Alan Layden. So, for the final time tonight, let's have a look at the runners of the race. And it is race 8. It is the 802. And it is a 450 metre race. It's an A7. And in trap 1, it is Lady Victorian for David Dorr, 26 kilograms. Trap 2, Cush Echo, Mark Fisher, 27.6 kilograms. Penny's Heaney, John Grant, 33 kilograms. Trap 4, Adrigol Ruby for William Black, 26.6 kilograms. Trap 5, Go With The Flow for Jennifer Sims, and that's 30.6 kilograms. And in trap 6, it is In Full Swing for David Dorr, 34.2 kilograms. So we go to our stars of the show again for the last time. I just want to say thank you for those that sent in videos. And please make sure next week that we get a few more in. We're a little short of them this week, but hopefully a few of you will send in some more next week. So let's have a look at how they selected anyway. And it's Jonathan Newman. Jonathan Newman, what wins race 8?
It's the last of Jim's races tonight, so I hope we've had some winners. Trap 2 in the 802, Cush Echo. This is an A7 graded race. It's won in the A7 grade 3 or 4 races ago, so it's clearly good enough to win in this grade. A few knocks on the door recently too, so in decent sort of form, hopefully can go well tonight. Be lucky.
Okay, thank you very much, Jonathan. And Jonathan goes for trap 2, Cush Echo. So thank you, Jonathan, for all your videos. Appreciate it, and good luck to you. Karen Johnson, again, thank you very much for sending in your videos. And Karen, what wins race 8?
In race 8, my selection is trap 2, Cush Echo. This bitch has been improving the last couple of times out, and if she manages a clear run, avoiding any trouble tonight, I'm hoping she'll be lucky.
Okay, Karen, thank you very much. Also on Cush Echo. And let's hope for you and for Jonathan that you will be lucky. So, Jonathan and Karen are on trap 2, Cush Echo. And for the final time, let's see what our winners of last week's show are on. And Nick Breton, he's on the trap 4, which is Adrigol Ruby. So, good luck to you, Nick. And Chris Lloyd. Chris Lloyd, he's on trap 1, Lady Victorian. So, the very best of luck to you too, Chris. So, that's all our video stars and last week's winners. So, thanks again to you all for sending them in. And we hope you send some more in next week. And we'll be able to play plenty of them for you. So, let's now look at what you have voted for in the final race of R38 competition. And your votes were... And in trap 1, you voted for Lady Victorian 5 times. Trap 2 was Cush Echo. You voted 6 times. Trap 3, Penny's Heaney, 1 time. Trap 4, and the popular selection here is Adrigol Ruby, who got 10 of the 25 votes. Trap 5's Go With The Flow got 1 vote, and In Full Swing got 2 votes. So the Xdog Club bet for the last race of the night is trap 4, Adrigol Ruby. So the important thing now is to have a look at what you guys voted for in the last race. And we can see that Liam Aspin was on trap 4. which is Xdog Ruby. Xdog is on trap 5 and still has the chance of winning tonight if things go for him. And he's on trap 5, go with the flow. And Latham is in third on trap 4. Sadly, he can't win because Liam is also on trap 4. But well done, Alan, and let's see what you can do in this last race. Jonathan Newman is on 13 points and is on trap 2. And again, he could win this, as well as Professor X on the last race, if all of the other runners go with him. Chris Aldworth, he's on 12. Teresa Stafford, 12. Vicky Coombs, 11. Tim Liggins, 11. Gary Watmore, 9 points. 24 Dogs, 8 points. Scott Burgess, 7 points. Stephen Evans is on 4. Trap 4, sorry. Club X is trap 4. Pamega is on 6 points and he's on trap 4. Perry Capon is on trap 1. Tony Pedro Brooks is on trap 6. Lee O'Malley is on 4. Chick Thompson's on 2. Karen Johnson 2. Andy Mellon 6. Stuart Cartmill 4. Chris Lloyd is on 1. Jim Tate is on 1. And Steve Cavell is on trap 2. So plenty to play for going into the last race. So the best of luck to you all and be lucky. So let's have a look at the stats for anyone who hasn't chosen their greyhound yet. And as you can see, the early pace looks to come from trap 1 and 4, Lady Victorian and Xdog Ruby. The fastest recent times, well, that's come from trap 2, Cush Echo. They did a 27.72 in an A4, which is interesting. And trap 6 in full swing did a 27.56 in a 7, 6 races to go. Now, there are no star timer bets, unfortunately, in this one. No star timer bets. And in terms of interesting facts, trap 1 is running on the rails. It's a railer, but hasn't had much luck in the draw recently. But today, it is in trap 1. So let's see what it can do. Traps 3 and 4, well, they're downgraded. Always interesting when dogs are downgraded. See how they do. And trap 2 and 3 has recently been in an A4. Hot trainers. Well, we've got one hot trainer here, and that's Mark Fisher. And he is on trap 2, Cush Echo. In terms of selections, Jim is on trap 1, Lady Victorian, and he goes 162 for his forecast TriCar selections. 24 Dogs, they are on trap 4, Xdog Ruby, 412. And the Xdog Club selection is also on trap 4, Xdog Ruby, and that's 4, 2, and 1. So they are your stats, and let's have a look at the dogs parading. And there they are, going to the poser section, and it is trap 1, Lady Victorian. Trap 2, Cush Echo. Trap 3 is Penny's Heaney. Trap 4, Xdog Ruby. Trap 5 is Go With The Flow. And trap 6 is Paper Lace. So there are your 6 dogs. 6 greyhounds. And don't forget to go down to 24 Dogs and put your selections on. Make sure you get on 24 Dogs, pick the race and choose your selection. Put your bet on and let's see what wins. So we've got some prices here. And trap 1 is 2 to 1. Trap 2 is 9 to 2. Trap 3 is 11 to 2. Trap 4 is 9 to 4. Trap 5 is 13 to 4. And trap 6, the favourite at the moment, is 15 to 8 in full swing. So our favourite now is actually trap 4, Xdog Ruby. That is at 7 to 4. picked by you guys, the Xdog Racing Club, as your bet for this race. So all the best to you. So it is the last race. It's the last race. Lots to play for. Top and bottom. So let's see how it goes. Just before we went, last ones are 9 to 4, 11 to 2, 13 to 2, 7 to 4, 11 to 4, and 15 to 8. So let's go to the track. They are loading in. All to play for in this last race of the R38 Xdog competition. We hope you enjoyed it tonight. Looks to have been very close, top and bottom. So there's been some good price winners for a few people as well, which has been good. And a good club bet as well. So the dogs are in for the last race. The very best of luck to you. Be lucky. And Giles waves his flag for the last time. And the hare is running. And they're off. And it is trap 4. To Gold Ruby that takes no lead with 6 and 1. So going into that first bend, it is 1 neck and neck with 3. And down the back straight, 3 takes the lead from the 1. And he's about a length ahead. And going into the straight, it is 3. 3 straightens up. 3's very close. 3 and 1. 1 and 3. Ooh, that looked close. I think trap 1 has just beaten 3 to win there. But that was very, very close. I think we're going to need a replay to look at that one. But I do think 1 may have just beaten the 3 there. And here's a replay. And it looks like 4 that just gets the lead going into that first bend with 1 and 6. But 1 cuts up on the inside and is level. Going down that back straight, 3 just pulls away by about a length there from the 1. And the 1 keeps on strong though on the inside. And going round into the final bend, takes it on the outside. Oh, that looked close. I'm still going to go, I think, with 1 and 3. But let's wait for the confirmed result. And it is 1, 3, 4. So congratulations to Lady Victorian, who wins for David Dorr. And we'll just have a look at the replay again. And you can see there 3 looks very strong. Cuts onto the inside. The 1 looks like it could try and get up on the inside, but then it can't, so chooses to go on the outside, looks to be forced quite wide, but just manages to pip trap 3, Penny's Heaney on the line. So Lady Victorian wins the last race, race 8, the last race of the R38 competition. It's been a very exciting night. Okay, and here is the official result. It is first, trap 1, Lady Victorian, paid £2.85. Place was £1.25. Second was Penny's Heaney, and that was £2.20 for a place. And third, the popular bet was trap 4, Adjugol Ruby. The forecast was 1 and 3, that paid £16. The trio wasn't 1, so £7.59 will be carried forward to the next meeting. The winning time was 28 seconds. So, first was Trap 1, Lady Victorian, £2.85, £1.25 place. Second was Trap 3, Penny's Heaney, £2.20. Third was Trap 4, Adjagor Ruby. The forecast, 1 and 3, paid £16, and the trio was at 1. And the time was 28.00. So we didn't get any of the, or mine or the Xdog forecast or TriCast in, but I did get a winner in. So well done to me. I think that was the only win tonight, I think, Lady Victorian. So well done, Lady Victorian. So that time has come. Let's see who boomed in race 8. Chris Lloyd and Jim Taint, Professor X, Tim Liggins, Gary Watmore, Perry Capon and Chris Lloyd. You all boomed on Trap 1, Lady Victorian. So well done to you guys and a big boom to you. So it's a nervous time now, top and bottom of the R38 leaderboard, and we are now going to announce the winner. And the winner is jointly Liam Aspin and Professor X. A very best of well done to you, I mean. Liam Aspin and Professor X, 18 points. You are joint winners. And so you will receive £25 of 24 Dogs vouchers each. So if you can both just send me on private message your usernames for your 24 Dogs account, and I will get those £25 put into your banks. So well done to Liam Aspin and Professor X, who wins tonight's R38 Xdog Racing competition. Third was Tim Liggins, who was on 16 points. So well done, Tim. In fourth, jointly, was Chris Dove and Alan Latham, who were in fourth on 15 points. Previous winner, Vicky Coombs, and she was on 14 points in sixth with Gary Watmore. So well done to you. In eighth was our video star, Jonathan Newman, along with Teresa Stafford. So well done to you guys. And in 10th was Chris Aldworth, our 24 Dogs specialist. At the bottom, in 17th, was Leroy Mel on 7 points. In 20th was Tony Pedro Brooks with Chick Thompson. In 22nd was Stuart Cartmill, Karen Johnson and Andy Mullen. And unfortunately, last this week, in 25th spot, is Steve Cavell on 3 points. So, unlucky Steve, I know you do very well in these competitions, so I'm sure things will all change next week. So it is Liam Aspin and Professor X who both win jointly on 18 points. So well done to you guys. Right, so just going to have a quick ask of whether we got any other emails. So we got any other emails, Professor X?
We haven't, Jim, but what we have got is the Tote versus the SP for the 6 races. They've just come in now from
Okay, excellent. So what we'll do is if there are no emails, we'll go straight to the SP versus Bookies. So Tim, over to you.
Yes, it's an interesting night, Jim, I have to say. Again, it's very difficult to beat the bookmakers sometimes with the Tote wins, particularly on short prices or outsiders. But when it starts to move to the exactas and trifectas, then it gets sort of quite exciting. As you can see, tonight it was a bit of a par for par on the exactas. And the trifectas, 3 of the races out of the 6, was carried forward. But in all of the ones where we did declare dividends, you can see quite substantially at race 1. £130 it paid against 58.54, 31.70 against 18, and 58.50 against the 24. If only we can get these pools to be larger so that we don't have carry forwards, so there's enough people entering them that there's always going to be a winner. I think we'll start to see some amazing figures there, and hopefully that your subscribers will give these trifectas a go. They're picking the 3 dogs out, and at some stage we'll be able to match these and just see what these payouts will be, Jim. So interesting times, and back to you.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Tim, for the SP versus Bookies prices. So it has been a great night, and we congratulate our winners there. Both on 18 points, Liam Aspin and Professor X. So well done to you guys, and like I say, just make sure you PM me your username for your 24 Dogs account, and I'll get the money sent over to you in the next few days. So yeah, it's been a great night. I just want to say thank you to my producers and director. Thank you to 24 Dogs, and most importantly, thank you for all of you for joining in tonight. Don't forget, please send in your videos next week. We need a few more, and hopefully that will help improve the show. So again, been a great night. Well done to our winners, and good night. How do you join in and play? Basically, go onto Facebook, type in Xdog Racing, then go to the post that says R38 competition, and you put your selections into the comments, and that's it. You're now a member. We want you to join in more, so what we want you to do is to send us in videos. Now, we've got 3 types of videos. The first one is where you say who's going to win for each race, for races 3 to 8. Second one is the daily double, where you pick your 2 best bets of the night from the R38. And the third one is just basically a video telling us what you're up to next week. Where are you? Where you got dogs? What dogs have you got? Do you think they've got a chance? Have you got like a competition that you're in, or are you doing a charity event? Basically, we want 3 of those videos, and if you can do all of them, great. These videos, they only need to be around about 30 seconds long. What I need you to do is to obviously look into the camera, speak clearly, so you actually do it in landscape view. So if you hold your phone up like that and record it that way, then that will be perfect. Once you've done that, what we need you to do is to send your videos to xdogracing@gmail.com, or send them to me by PM privately on Facebook. And also throughout the show, we take it in emails. So if you want to email us some questions, then we'll actually answer them for you. Again, what you need to do is just send your email to xdogracing@gmail.com. If you are emailing in your videos, if you can, you know how, please can you transfer it in via what's called WeTransfer, which is basically on WeTransfer.com. Please make sure you join in. Remember, the videos need to be with us by 3 PM, and your selections need to be with us by 4 PM. We look forward to seeing you as the stars of the show.
Hello, 24 Dogs are proud to be sponsors of the Xdogs Racing Fanzine show, which will be covering races 3 to 8 tonight at Poole. 24 Dogs is a betting website completely dedicated and exclusive to off-track tote betting on all UK greyhound races. And to encourage you to sample 24 Dogs during this series of live racing coverage from Poole, we're offering an exclusive sign-up bonus of bet £10 and get £25 in free bets. The sign-up process is both quick and simple. In fact, you can start right now by going to www.24dogs.com and clicking on the yellow Create Account button. It's a fact that the tote pays on average 60% more than the bookmakers when it comes to betting with the tote. and on forecasts and tricasts it can be a lot higher. Surely another great reason for giving them a try tonight. Just open the account with a £10 initial investment, and when these funds are bet on any tote bet, win or lose, you'll get £25 added to your account. It's as simple as that. And you don't have to bet big either. Tote exactas and trifectas start at just 50p and £1 for win and place bets. For example, picking 3 dogs to finish first or second in an exacta, or first, second and third in a trifecta, can pay huge dividends for the small stake of just £3. I'll be highlighting during the show tonight how the tote payouts are comparing with those of the bookmakers, and Jim will be giving you his selections throughout the evening. But more importantly, the best selections will be coming from you, the viewers, and to see who comes out the winner in this evening's competition. Oh, and I forgot to mention that 24 Dogs will also be giving the winner of each week's competition £50 in free bets. So do sign up and join in what should be an enjoyable, entertaining and hopefully profitable night for us all. And remember, whatever you're on, be on the tote. Jim.